Eva Marie Saint, one of the legendary actresses of Hollywood's golden age, left a deep impression on audiences through her outstanding roles in classic films such as On the Waterfront, 1954, and North by Northwest, 1959. Born on July 4, 1924 in Newark, New Jersey, USA, she grew up in a middle-class family with a salesman father and a teacher mother. With her elegant beauty, exquisite acting talent, and incredible perseverance, Eva Marie Saint became an icon of American cinema, won an Oscar, and was honored as one of the greatest actresses of the 20th century. However, behind the halo of her memorable roles were deep sadness, harsh challenges, and an emotional life. This article will explore the life of Eva Marie Saint in detail, from her greatest sadness, her career ups and downs, her relentless pursuit of success, her love life, her relationship with her children, the perspective of her daughter, Laurette Hayden, to the end of a memorable life. The greatest sadness in Eva Marie Saint's life was not a single event, but an accumulation of lonely moments, pressures from her career, and a sense of loss in her personal life. As a famous actress, in an era when Hollywood was competitive and harsh, she often faced pressure to maintain a perfect image, both in appearance and talent. Born into a middle-class family in Newark, Eva grew up with great expectations from her parents, who wanted her to pursue a stable career as a teacher or office worker. Her decision to abandon her education at Bowling Green University to pursue acting caused her to face doubts from her family and herself. She once shared that there were nights when she sat alone in her small New York apartment, wondering if she had the strength to overcome the challenges of the entertainment industry. This sadness was deepened when she lost her mother in 1960, shortly after achieving great success with On the Waterfront. Her mother's passing left a void in her that could not be filled, as she had always considered her mother to be the greatest source of encouragement in the early years of her career. In addition, as a mother of two children, Laurette and Daryl Hayden, Eva often felt guilty about not being able to spend enough time with her children due to her busy filming schedule. Once, when Daryl was a child, he asked her why she was often away from home, and the innocent question made her cry silently. Such moments were deep cuts in her heart, as she realized that fame could not replace precious moments with her family. Eva Marie Saint's career has been a long one, filled with great successes, but also with setbacks and tearful moments. Beginning her career in the 1940s, she appeared on Broadway and in television shows before entering Hollywood. Her breakthrough role came in On the Waterfront, 1954, where she played Edie Doyle, a strong-willed but emotional young woman opposite Marlon Brando. This role not only earned her an Oscar for Best Supporting Actress, but also propelled her to stardom. She continued her stellar performance in Alfred Hitchcock's North by Northwest, 1959, where she played Eve Kendall, a mysterious spy with a seductive charm and a sharp wit. This film cemented her status as one of Hollywood's leading actresses, with a range of roles from emotional drama to action-packed action. Throughout her career, she worked with legendary directors such as Elia Kazan, Alfred Hitchcock, and John Frankenheimer, and appeared in films such as A Hatful of Rain, 1957, Exodus, 1960, and The Russians Are Coming, 1966. In addition to film, she continued to work on stage and television with roles in The Trip to Bountiful, 1985, and Titanic, 1996, proving her longevity in the entertainment industry. However, Eva's career was not always smooth. In the 1960s, as Hollywood began to change with the emergence of young stars and new filmmaking styles, she found it difficult to find worthy roles. A major failure was the film All Fall Down, 1962, in which she played a young mother, but the film was poorly received by audiences and was criticized by critics for its weak script. This failure caused her to fall into a state of self-doubt, wondering if she still belonged in Hollywood. She once shared that there were days when she sat alone in her dressing room, reviewing failed scenes and crying because she felt she had not met the expectations of the audience and herself. Another moment that made her cry was when she was turned down for a major role in a film directed by Otto Preminger in the 1970s. Despite her meticulous preparation and dedication, she was replaced by a younger actress, and this made her feel like Hollywood had turned its back on her. The pressure of maintaining her reputation, along with criticism of her age and appearance, caused her to go through periods of extreme stress. However, she persevered, continuing to work on television and stage projects, proving that her talent was not limited by time. The achievements that Eva Marie Saint always strived to achieve were not limited to winning an Oscar or becoming a Hollywood star, but also the desire to create meaningful roles that touched the hearts of audiences. From the early days of her career, she dreamed of becoming an actor who could inspire through deep human stories. Her role as Edie Doyle in On the Waterfront is a prime example, as she portrayed a woman fighting for justice in an unjust world. She has always chosen roles with depth, from strong characters like Eve Kendall in North by Northwest to emotional mothers in her later television series. Eva has also made it her goal to help raise the status of women in the film industry. In a time when actresses were often limited to stereotypical roles, she fought to play complex, impactful characters. She has also been involved in charity work, supporting organizations like the Actors Fund and arts education programs for children. She has said that she wants to be remembered not just as an actress, but as someone who has done good for the community. Another dream of hers is to produce a documentary about the history of Broadway, where she began her career. Although the project never materialized, it was the spark that kept her going, even at the age of 100. Eva Marie Saint's love and marriage were emotional chapters in her life, filled with great joys and sorrows. She met her husband, Jeffrey Hayden, in 1950 when they both worked on a television show. Jeffrey, a stage and television director, attracted her with his intelligence and passion for the arts. They married in 1951 and built a lasting marriage that lasted more than 6 decades until Jeffrey's death in 2016. Their marriage was considered one of the most exemplary in Hollywood, but it was not without its challenges. The pressures of both their busy schedules led to stressful periods. There was a time when Eva was filming North by Northwest in California, and she had to spend months away from Jeffrey, which led to struggles with balancing her career and family. She has said that there were nights when she sat alone in a hotel room crying because she missed him and felt guilty for not being able to be with him. Another major blow to her marriage was Jeffrey's death in 2016. After more than 65 years together, the loss left a void that could never be filled. She has said that Jeffrey was not only her husband, but also her best friend, and losing him felt like losing a part of herself. Still, she has fond memories of their marriage, from nights out watching Broadway shows together to raising their children together. Children were an important part of Eva Marie Saint's life, but they were also a source of joy and sadness. She and Jeffrey had 2 children, Laurette Hayden, born in 1955, and Daryl Hayden, born in 1958. As a mother, Eva tried to spend time with her children, but her busy filming schedule often kept her away from home. There were periods when she saw her children only a few days a month, and this deeply troubled her. She recalled one time when Laurette was about 10 years old, she wrote her a letter expressing her wish that her mother would be home more. The letter brought Eva to tears, as she realized that her career was robbing her of precious moments with her children. She tried to make up for it, though, by spending quality time with her children whenever she had the chance. She often took Laurette and Daryl to plays or joined them in outdoor activities. As the children grew up, their relationship with Eva grew stronger, but she still felt regret for the years she had missed. Lorette became a film producer, while Daryl pursued a career in the arts. Both inherited their passion for the arts from their parents, and Eva was proud of their success. However, she also admitted that being a mother while pursuing a Hollywood career was a huge challenge, and the moments when she could not be with her children were the deepest sorrows of her life. Lorette Hayden, Eva Marie Saint's eldest daughter, shared the sadness her mother experienced in the rare times she spoke about her family. According to Lorette, Eva was a devoted mother, but always felt guilty for not being able to spend enough time with her children. Lorette said that when she was a child, she often saw her mother crying after long filming sessions, especially when she had to be away from her family to film overseas. One memory that Lorette remembers fondly is when Eva returned home after 3 months of filming Exodus in Israel. She hugged Lorette and cried, saying that she felt like she had missed out on a part of her child's childhood. Lorette also shared that her mother often felt pressured by having to balance her career and family, and this led to periods of extreme stress. After her father, Jeffrey, passed away, Lorette noticed that her mother became quieter, as if she was trying to keep memories of him in her heart. According to Lorette, her mother's greatest